All righty, and we are live. Cajun Coin Hunter here today, aka Boudreaux. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody got a good weekend going on so far. It's not quite over yet. It's not quite over. See, we got mi amigo Hector from California in here right now. Renegade's Garage. What's up, Mona Me? How you doing in Florida over there? And Russ ain't too far. He's in Mississippi. Bob Biloxi over there. And Big Rob, he might be up here later. I think you already know Big Rob's in your area. Puddin' Tang, they should be here in a little bit. They in Niceville, Florida. So anyway, we got my partner, Mr. Russ Jones from Smoky Ribs and Barbecue. Welcome to the live panel, Russ.
Appreciate it, Boo.
Anytime. So, what you up to? Been up to the last few days, or what have you? Let it. Inquiring minds want to know. We nosy.
Well, I shot a video a couple days ago for YouTube and got it uploaded yesterday, and then today, what I started on, I got more to do. I've got to convert that video on my editing program to the square format, and then after I get through that, I've got to edit it to the vertical format for different platforms such as my Facebook page over there.
Oh, okay. So, is it? It's uploaded to YouTube right now, or it's uploaded, but it's
It's
in
already
hiding.
uploaded. It's that smoked fish dip. You've heard of tuna
Yeah.
smoked tuna dip. It's like that, but I did this with redfish, and I like to do it with mullet of all things,
Right.
because man, it's just so good. Smoked mullet. And I know a lot of people say that's what I use for fish bait, but let me tell you,
Yeah.
you ain't never had a smoked mullet, man.
Yeah,
But
that's good eating. I lived in Mississippi and Alabama, and
yeah,
that is a delicacy. Smoked mullet. You see them on the side of the roads with the little stands. They got smoked mullet.
hmm
Uh,
we
like
call it
boiled peanuts.
Biloxi bacon here.
Right. That's
Yeah,
right. I forgot about that.
yeah.
Hey, scrapping, hoarding, tinkering, fun. SHTF. Yeah. I'll say that after a while. I don't say that in the first 10 minutes of my lives. But anyway, Armando from the vault. How you doing, mon ami?
Yeah, I just changed the thumbnail on that video. It's not getting a lot of hits for some reason. So I
Yeah.
showed a before and then after the fish after it's smoked, and
I
then
saw the
what I turned it into.
I saw the video, but I didn't know you were talking about that one. I didn't know you
Yeah,
uploaded
yeah.
yesterday. I thought you uploaded that about 2 days ago or something.
I uploaded it last night.
Because we were
It
talking
had
about it Friday night on uh Sleepers Lance's live stream.
I
When I
cooked it.
joined y'all, we talked about it.
Yeah, I made it that day.
Oh, okay.
I
All
made
right.
it that day. Uploaded the video the following day, which was yesterday, and now I'm doing some re-edits for other platforms. So,
Look who's here, Russ.
oh, we got Sam in here. What's going on, Sam?
Yeah. What's going on, Sam? How you doing, buddy? Hey, if you want to come up, I'll send you a link, Sam. Jungle Bob, how you doing? All great here in the vault. There you go, Armando. Yeah, I did watch that video. I didn't. Uh, when we talked about your video
Yeah,
Friday night in Lance's stream, Sleeper Barbecue, everybody, y'all go check that guy out.
yeah.
Check his channel out. If you can, Russ, can you get a link for his channel or one of his latest videos and then pop it in the chat if
You
you don't
talking
mind?
about me doing it?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Find
Okay.
Lance's, find
Yeah,
a video and hit share.
I will.
Yeah.
And I'll let me hop over to YouTube real quick. I just got to turn this volume down on that. Let's see here.
Let him know we're live, and if he shows up, we'll send him a link, get him up in here too.
Sleeper barbecue. Let's see here. This is long content. Here's one he did 4 days ago, pork brisket. So I'll
pork brisket.
Yeah,
pork
I will.
Pork loin.
No, it's pork brisket. Copy.
I didn't know pork had a brisket.
Oh yeah, that's what they call it. It's
the same area on the hog as it is the cow.
Let's see here. Let me. I'm having a look around my camera. If you're wondering what I'm doing, it's right smack in the way. All right, I think it posted. That's a link to his latest video, but you can subscribe from there for anybody that's wanting to.
Yeah, and we got Armando and Renegade putting each other's links up, channel links up. There y'all go. Y'all keep on doing that. That'll work. Thank y'all. Y'all moderators. So hey, I appreciate my moderators doing that for me. Spray Can Coins. What's going on, Mon Ami? How you doing? Hadn't seen you in a little while. You and your buddy the Can there. Hadn't seen y'all in a while. And anyway, yeah, when we were talking about your video, I didn't realize that it wasn't up. I thought it was already up on YouTube when we were talking about it Friday night. Yeah. But if you just put it up yesterday, okay, well, I caught it just in time then. Because I actually want to highlight it in this stream. Me and you will be talking about it. We'll get a few more people in here. And we'll go over the video with the new smoker that you just got, fish smoker. But you can do, more than fish in there. We know that.
Yeah, for anybody wanting to get into sausage making or making your own bacon, this thing will cold smoke or it'll hot smoke all the way up to 250 degrees. It's perfect for that. But I've already got a smoker that's dedicated for sausage and all. That's my little PK100. It's electric smoker. It's actually about twice as tall as the one I did the fish on.
Okay. All right.
I wanted a dedicated smoker because you will start getting that fish smell that you can't get rid of out of that smoker. So if all you do is fish and seafood and whatever, you're good. I just don't want that fish odor in my well-seasoned pits because I work too hard to get them seasoned.
Right.
With good barbecue flavor. I don't want to contaminate that with open it up. Smell like mullet in here,
Yeah, it does have a certain smell. It's not a bad smell, but it's just a certain smell because you actually smoked it, and it will penetrate your. It will, like you say, you seasoned it already. It will penetrate and get into the seasoning. So yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about later on too. I want to talk about another buddy of mine, Lawnmower Detective. A lot of people that come in my stream, it knows Lawnmower Detective. He's actually a detective, and he kind of picked up the name from Terrell Fixes All, a lawnmower guru.
Yeah.
And Terrell Fixes All. He has some funny skits before the actual repair video. He'll have skits. Well, it's one skit actually, but it's broke up in two parts: before the repair and then after the repair. And it's funny. I like his skits. Some people do not like his skits, but I do. And that's. I'm not saying I know what he knows, because he's been at it for longer than I have. I've been doing small engine mechanics for a long time, but his spectrum is a little broader than mine on certain engines, and then more few more years of experience than I have. I've been doing it for a long time, on and off.
Yeah.
And anyway, and he's got some good tips and tricks that I'll pick up because I watch to see if I can learn something new. Teach a dog, old dog, new tricks. And that's right. And in fact, there's a couple of guys that's been on YouTube for forever, and I've pointed out stuff to them, and they'll tell you that I've taught them a few things in my videos, which I'm like, oh man, don't be bragging on me like that. Don't make it all out what it's not. Like Jungle Bob Repair. He knows Lawnmower Detective. Yeah. But anyway, he's got cooking channel. It's called Smoking and Rolling with the 5-0. You know, like Hawaii 5-0.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a cop. So I'm gonna share that link after a while. I have that open in a tab. At least I think I do. Let me see. Yeah, Rolling Smoke with the 5-0, and then he did that video. He did ribs, roast and ribs. In fact, now let me go ahead and do that right now.
How are the comments on that channel?
On
I didn't hear you. Something happened.
the one with the 5-0.
Yeah. I'm just curious because
Oh,
police in general has gotten such a bomb rap over the last few years. With all the media and everything. I was just wondering
oh yeah.
how do people on
Well,
YouTube
this
perceive
channel,
them?
he only has 5 subscribers.
Okay.
So he does it every once in a while. It's just something
Yeah, I was
that
just curious.
is not advertised. He's got 5 subscribers, which I didn't know that. I thought he had more than that. He's got 16 views and 3 comments on it.
Okay. There's another channel called Cooking Cop and Babe. And he's a police officer. He actually had a bad bout with cancer here a couple years ago and all kind of chemo and all that. But I think he's well up out of the woods on that now. But they seem to be perceived really well in the community. There is no hate speech against him or anything like that I've ever seen. I was just curious.
Yeah, this guy's up in Indiana. He's right across the river. What is that? The Ohio River, or doing it, or the Mississippi? No, it's not the Mississippi. I don't think. It's in between that Indiana and Kentucky. Right about Louisville, Kentucky, or whatever.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
He's at the southern tip of Indiana. I want to say it's Indiana.
Yeah, Mississippi runs up by Illinois and up that way between
Okay.
well, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I'm
It
not familiar
runs.
with this. I'm familiar with all the states, but I'm not
Yeah.
familiar which one's right here or there. I know I always thought Indiana. I think Indiana and Illinois are kind of together, ain't they? I mean,
I think Indiana is more
next to each
east of
other.
Illinois, but it's
Okay.
like the Mississippi River. We live by the mouth of it, right down here where it goes into the Gulf, right at New Orleans. But
Yeah.
as you go north, it goes through Memphis.
Oh
Borders
yeah,
Memphis,
yeah.
Arkansas.
St. Louis,
Yeah,
and
St. Louis on one side,
after
Illinois
St.
on the
Louis,
other, and then right
after
on up.
after St. Louis, it takes a jog to the left. Like to the northwest.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, and it's away from the Ohio. I know the Ohio River and the Ohio Valley. That comes down into the Mississippi. At what point? Where? I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I
sure
don't
it's
either.
south of Indiana and Kentucky.
Yeah.
I think because you got what, St. Louis, Missouri, and I think Missouri. St. Louis is trying to picture in my mind where St. Louis is from those 2 areas I'm just talking about.
Yeah.
Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline. Hey, how you doing?
What's
Welcome
up?
to the live stream.
How you doing, Steven? Yeah, I lived up in the St. Louis area after Katrina. I was on the Illinois side though, at Belleville, Illinois, and you got St. Louis. And as soon as you cross over the river into Illinois, you got what they call East St. Louis, and that's really Illinois. And then from there into Belleville, Fairview, all them places. But I liked it up there, but I sure did miss the coast, so I didn't stay up there but 8 months, and I was right back down here.
Was that for the hurricane?
Yeah, Katrina. We
Okay.
got displaced up there for 8 months.
Yeah. Hey, Randy Toraboli, how you doing?
I was out of my element, but it was a cool place to visit for the 8 months I was there. Very German type towns. That Belleville's got a lot of German influence. The buildings and everything there. It's pretty cool.
I know.
St. Louis, man.
Minnesota has a lot of German influence.
Yeah.
Around Hutchinson, that's like a German Germanic town.
Yeah.
Uh,
St. Louis.
Oktoberfest.
St. Louis is a very clean town. Or it was when I was there. And we used to take the Metro Link from Belleville, and that would you hop on that. It's like a train, above ground train. But once it went into St. Louis, there was underground tracks and everything like subways. But
Right.
I would hop on that right there by where I was living at, and me and Derek we'd go into St. Louis and get off there, and we'd just walk all through the downtown area. We'd go up and find places to eat, and just right there. We'd always get out right where the Busch Stadium is, and
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
So Stephen, that's a new name for me. That's they followed you over here, I presume.
Yeah, I
Stephen
guess.
Jacqueline. Oh, okay, because they like, hey, Smokey,
Well,
Russ.
he probably seen you in that live the other night and subscribed to you, so he's seeing your.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's probably
Yeah.
seeing where you're live from that the other night.
Now, Breezy's, what's up, Breezy's Bike Shop? Big Country, man, I hadn't seen you in some time. And Elton Jones, how you doing, mon ami? Like I said, welcome to the live stream, Stephen.
Elton Jones, we might be kin folk. Who knows?
Yeah, Russ Jones, Elton Jones. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's up north somewhere up there. I forget where.
up
He's
around Hurley, Mississippi, huh?
yeah, yeah, way north of you up in Hurley. That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, up in Hurley, at least 20 miles from here.
Now up by what they call it, state line, right there. That
Mhm.
little area they call the state line.
Oh yeah, I know
That's
some
north.
people live up there.
That's further north of Hurley. I mean, and
Oh,
what's what is that right there north of Pascagoula? If you stay on and the highway ends and you got to turn right, and then it curves left. Is that Hurley or?
well, you got Escataba and Moss Point.
No. Like when you pass in front of the Oaks, the famous chili dog place.
Oh yeah.
You're on the 4 lane right there,
Yeah.
and you cross. You go under. No, you cross over the interstate, and you go about 2 miles, 3 miles, and the road ends. I mean, well, you got to turn right or left, but you turn right, and it curves to the left, and there's a little town up there, a little small town.
Well, you got when you leave Pascagoula, you got Moss Point, then you got
No,
Escataba,
no.
Helena,
Go further east.
East, East, Orange Grove.
No, Orange Grove. You go through Orange Grove at the Oak store,
Yeah.
but stay on that road. So you're to the east of Moss Point and Escatapa.
Okay. And 2 or 3 miles up, you say?
Something like that. Let me look on a map.
I don't know. I was born and raised around here. Like I said, when I left Pascagoula, if you go east that far down, you got Franklin Creek.
Oh, Franklin, I think. Franklin Creek. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, Franklin Creek. Yeah.
That's just north of Pascagoula on the Pascagoula Highway.
Yeah, going east. It's more of a
Going
community.
north.
It's more of a
Yeah,
community.
a
It's not
community.
really a
It's
town.
not a town. It was I was saying, a little small area up there.
Yeah, that's Franklin Creek. That's close to the Alabama line, actually, very close. But you talking about state line? That's pretty good drive from here.
Now, state line is north. Yeah, more north.
And it swings to the east. It's not far from the Alabama state line. That's how
Right.
it
Well,
got.
it's
How it
on
got
the
it.
state line.
Yeah, that's how it got its name. Yeah.
Yeah. And they had some wild things going around there
Oh yeah.
at one time or another.
I worked with a guy that was from there, and he had to drive to and from work every day. That's like 90 miles from here, or 90 miles from Pascagoula, not here. It's further from here. I'm like, my God, dude, how do you do it? That's almost 200 miles a day just to go to work every day. Now, he did ride with other people, and they would swap up different cars each week to where you didn't wear one car out,
Right.
He's from Lumberton, North Carolina.
Oh, Elton?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Rocky, how you doing, mon ami?
North Carolina is a beautiful state. Been
Okay,
there.
that's
It's been a long time.
okay. Yeah, Franklin Creek Road. That's it. Yeah, you got to get Franklin Creek Road comes off of 90.
Yeah.
It goes north from 90 because 90 is going at like a northeast direction, and then Franklin Creek Road, you hit that, you go under the interstate, and then it stops, dead ends at uh don't dead end, it crosses, but Independence Road, and then it goes north on Forest Lake Road, or
Forest
Forest
Lake.
Lake Road, yeah.
Yeah. If you
And
stay on that road,
out in the country there,
if you stay on that road, it'll keep going up and hang more east. Then it crosses over the Alabama line, and I'll go to Derek's house a lot of times that way to shoot my videos when I shoot over there, which is most of the time. And that's kind of a back way of getting in there without going all the way to Grand Bay and then north.
yeah.
And
Well, you really north of I-10 like that. You're on the old Pascagoula Road
yeah, yeah.
like that. Highway 28.
Yeah, the one that takes you to Franklin Creek, right there where their church and baseball fields and all that is. If you just stay on that road, it eventually turns to Dawes Road once you cross over the Alabama state line. I'll take that way quite a few times going to Derek's,
Yeah,
but
just
not
to
always.
break the monotony
Yeah, it's full of curves and all this, so I don't do it
all the time.
all the time. If my wife's driving, she prefers going down the interstate to Grand Bay. Then you just go north and then right, go, and then next thing you know, you're there at his house.
Right. Yep, that's it, Jungle Bob. Smoky Ribs Barbecue in parentheses. Well, not, but that's his channel name in parentheses. But don't put the parentheses when you look up his channel.
Yeah, it's just Smoky Ribs Barbecue.
Time to go play pool with my cousins. See y'all around, my friend. All right, mon ami, Elton Jones. Take it easy, bud. Appreciate you coming in and hitting the like button. Lumberton, North Carolina. I know where Lumberton, Texas is also. Right north of Beaumont. Before you get into Silsbee, Texas, there's a Lumberton. Got a big Georgia Pacific plywood mill over there. Buddy of mine wanted to get me on there as a foreman. I was too young. He said, "No, we can't hire no 16-year-old foreman. Y'all crazy." My cousin had a lot of pool over there, but because his daddy retired from there.
I just added
uncle.
I just added a Moticon to my name there.
There you go.
I was looking to see if I could post my logo there, but it won't do it. It has to be seen as text, like emoticon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, emoticon is a text in actuality.
It's a keyboard function.
I sent Rob a text message. Speaking of text, I sent him a text letting him know we were live.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's busy or what. Also got a chance to catch his video before the freeze hit.
When you type in Smokey, don't put the E in there.
Right.
Smokey with an E means a person's name, like Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
Smokey without the E means like, man, this room is smoky. Or man, these ribs got a lot of good smoky flavor,
Right.
Without the E. Everybody does that. They want to put that E in there.
Yeah, and that is a name. Like, Smokey Robinson. That's the most famous one I know anyway.
Same here.
And Smokey on Friday.
Smokey Bear.
Yeah, Smokey Bear. Well, that was with a Y though.
I don't know. Let me see.
No, I don't think they had an E in it. I don't remember an E in there. It might be though. Mike Panucci. Hey, what's up? I'm the most French guy in this chat. Mike Panucci, bull butter. I think you're Italian.
No, I think it's got the E in it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Yeah. Everything I'm seeing for Smokey the Bear has an E in it.
Oh, okay.
So that's there
I
again.
hadn't seen it in years, probably since the commercials on TV. You know, stop
Yeah.
forest fires.
I
That's
just Googled
and
it.
I was like 14 when the last one played. It was a PSA, public service announcement, not really a commercial. Uh, so Grass Cutter Palmer, how you doing, Tim? Daryl, what's up, mon ami? How you doing? See, we've got a few small engine guys in here now. A lot of coin channels, quite a few small engine guys. It pulls up your channel either way. Oh, okay. Wow.
Well, that's cool.
Well, YouTube does promote your channel, you know, suggest it to people.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Once you
Only
type in
because
Smokey,
only because I've been doing it forever, man. If I had to start a channel nowadays, man, I'd have my work cut out for me. It's hard nowadays. It's
right.
hard just to stay kind of halfway up to what I used to do. You know, it's a challenge.
Well, yeah, you got almost, wait, what you got? 300 and,
No, I've got like 261,000
oh,
subs.
200. Okay.
Yeah,
Getting close to 300,000.
I'm knocking on it. You know, it's slow growth, but I'm getting there. I'm way
It's,
bigger on my Smoky Ribs Facebook page. That's like 668,000 followers there.
wow.
It's way bigger. Well, it's over twice the size as my YouTube channel, and all my
Yeah.
content goes there, but not the way you think. It's not like YouTube. YouTube, I do like one video per week. That's what I try to do. On Facebook, I'm posting every day, whether it be a reel or another version of my longer videos. My longer videos go to YouTube, and I condense that down for Facebook. I condense it way down for a reel, and then just for the square format, I try to cut out as much fluff, anything, any kind of sponsorships or anything like that that you'll see on YouTube. You won't see it on Facebook
All right.
because
Okay.
they're not as friendly when it comes. If they think that is a sponsored video, then you got to tell them. And then when you do that, they don't pay you for views. So I don't do sponsored videos on Facebook. It's all just straight content for what people are wanting to see. Just showing you how I did it, you know.
Grass cutters heading out.
I guess. Maybe not. I don't know.
Hi, bye, Renegade. Let me see. I don't see where anybody's jetting out just yet. Well, if you're heading out, Tim, grass cutter, have a good one, bud. I don't know if he's probably just making a joke high and by, because maybe sometimes Renegade, he'll pop in and then he's feeling bad right now. So the last couple of weeks, he's been in people's, in their live streams in the comments, not up on the panel like he used to be.
Yeah.
He's feeling bad. And anyway, I think like for 3 weeks now. So he'll come in and say, well, I'm feeling bad, but I just came in to say hi and hit the like button and see y'all good people later. I'm out. Hunter, what's up, Mr. Hunter? How you doing? All right, let's go over a few things. Oh, Daryl, check your email. Let's go over a few your highlights in your video. I noticed you got that new smoker. What'd you call it?
Smoking Tex.
Smoking tech. Okay.
Smoking Tex. Yeah. It's made right there. I think Dallas, Texas. That company's been around over 20 years, but a couple of brothers bought this company out and they're trying to get it on the social medias and get it out there. The original owner didn't really know much about all that, how to really promote the little smoker and everything. So,
Oh well, he's got a lot of promotion when you showed it off
yeah,
and put up that video.
I seen that little smoker on another video, so I reached out to him because I knew what I had on my mind, and I had already been saying I want another dedicated. I had a dedicated fish smoker, and it was a big cabinet smoker from Lone Star Grills, and then ended up selling it. And out of all the smokers I've sold, I regret that one the most, man. It was big. It was a real big cabinet. Had like 5 trays in there, a lot bigger trays. It would hold a lot of fish or whatever, or barbecue,
Now,
But
there was a lot of people's houses I went to for when we were smoking mullet. We even smoked some bass one time
mhm,
and left it on the shell like you did that redfish in your video.
yeah,
And theirs was cinder blocks, just stacked up, not mortared or nothing. But
right,
they just bought a lot or acquired them some kind of way, a legal way, I mean.
sure,
And like there would be like 2 or 3 people, they would go in on cinder blocks, all pitch in, and then whoever did, and then that there would be a welder involved in it. He would make the grill to go on top. They would make it like 8 foot by 4 foot,
yeah,
well, outside to outside. That way they could put the grill on, and they'd have 4 handles, one on each end and in the middle on each side. At the 4 foot. So
yeah,
there's a few people that can get that grill off of there if they needed to, and they'd have a hole in on one side, and the it was open on the top, completely open, and then a small, doorway that stayed open, or you could put a piece of wood, lean it up against for the airflow, and like if you had too much wind coming out the north, because most of the time they would try to put it to point it at the northeast, to the east, the opening in it, because we always have south winds. In Mississippi and Louisiana, we got and Alabama, we got prevailing south winds in the summer, uh, and then in the fall and winter we have northwest and north winds. So they would want to put that hole toward the northeast, more to the east than north, because we don't have a lot of prevailing east winds in our neck of the woods down here.
yeah,
And after a cool front comes through, yeah, then the winds will go from the northwest back to the northeast, and then from the south. The winds don't last but a day or so. But you can put a lot of smoked mullet, a lot of fish on the top, or whatever you want to cook on top of it. You
oh
put a
yeah,
lot on a 4x8 grill.
absolutely. I used to make them cinder block pits for like doing whole hog back in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey, Daryl, how you doing?
Howdy, howdy. Yeah,
Welcome to
that's
the live stream panel.
that's that's kind of what we used to do. We did was kind of dig a hole in the ground and put a grate, put blocks underneath, and then keep shoveling the coals and all underneath it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Well, I forgot to mention that the smoker, there was 8 foot or 4 foot, but it was also right at 4 foot tall.
Hmm.
did they have the fire on one end just drafting smoke through and some
Yeah,
heat?
They
yeah,
would put it by the door so the smoke would go like towards, it would go up and towards and then up.
Yeah,
Sometimes they layer the oak wood all along. It just depends on the conditions that day,
right.
the wind or what have you. Because
Yeah,
well,
something
that's
like that big with an open door on one side will affect it.
gotcha.
that's kind of like we did with the pit. You dug it down, and then you put a piece of metal across the top of it.
Right.
Just like a
Hmm.
piece of tin or something or other.
Yeah,
That way, that
down
way,
here we call that a blaze.
yeah, just keep shoveling coal underneath it. So
Hmm. Yeah, we call that a blaze down here in French, and like a blaze, you know.
Hmm.
But it's a hole in the ground. Then you build up about a foot
Yeah.
off the top of it. Then put your grill on top.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law was going to make me a grill. He had it set to the side of the machine shop and welding shop. He had a piece that was discarded, and he put it there for safekeeping because somebody would either picked it up to make a grill with it, but this was a small piece, you know, like I think it was 3 foot by 2 foot, something like that. That's where my blaze, the size of mine was, and I poured concrete in the ground. I formed up, poured concrete, just 2 inches thick, not quite. And then I put my fire bricks. I had actual fire bricks from a fireplace in an old house to the south of me, and I built that up a foot on all sides, and just had uh, I had a grill on top, but it was a partial grill, like out of a big refrigerator, and that worked good for a little while. That was just, and we cook on a pot, black iron pot, whatever, on it. Nothing edited. How you doing, girl? Welcome to the live stream. Uh, and he was going to build that for me. Put some cold roll rod all the way around it with 2 handles, and uh, he quit or got fired. One of the two. I think he quit because he was a good worker, and and he was there for years. I think he just got enough of the bosses because I think they merged with another company. But anyway, okay, your smoker, and I didn't want to put this in the comments or anything, but I should have. But I wanted to save it for talking about the video in here. Uh, you was talking about the temperature range, and all goes up to what, 250 or 2 1/4.
250.
Okay. Uh, you can dehydrate in that too without the smoke if you wanted, right? I mean, like jerky,
You could.
beef jerky and stuff. So
Well, I'll
that's
tell
a
you
good little
what.
jerky maker. Okay.
If you're going to dehydrate jerky in there, go ahead and add just some smoke wood, man. Smoked beef jerky is where
Yeah.
it's at.
Yeah. But
I've
a
done
lot of
that.
people don't care for it.
I've done that on my PK100 smoker.
Oh, okay.
For video before, but that smoke, man, on that jerky, that's a game changer there.
All right. All right. In fact, let me think I got that video popped up right here. I think I do. Oh, piece of cornbread. All right. I'll tell you what's cooking over here at Cajun's tonight. I'm not doing a video on it. Naturally, I'm sitting right here.
What is it when I get around Cajun? I got to bring out these.
What is that? What is that?
His pins.
Insulin pins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got 2 of them because every time he watches or listens to us talk a lot about food and our food down here in the South, he needs 2 diabetes pins, not 1. He needs 2 of them.
Yep.
Just listening, not eating it, just listening to it.
Yeah.
And watching. So anyway, yeah, Shy, nothing. Yeah.
I tried to comment on one of her lives the other day, and you have to be subscribed for 21 days. I had only been subscribed for like 9 days or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she'll do it like that. That keeps the trolls out like that.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I didn't know you could do that until I run into her feed the other day. Well, that's smart.
Yeah. I do mine for 5 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Like when you're setting up your stream, your live stream, if you have trolls, you don't have a trouble with them. And I don't. But sometimes I do.
Yeah.
Every now and then, the coin community will have trolls come in. We had a rash of them a while back. Not just the coin community, it was a small engine community and
Yeah.
Yada yada. So you go into, like, when you're in your like turning your monetization on
Yeah.
for that, look up right above monetization after you finish with your monetization. Go up, hit customize, and then it'll show who can chat, and then you'll see everybody or subscribers. When you click on that, it'll give you a time period,
Well, let me ask you
and
this.
it's automatically set for 5 minutes. So I just save
Well,
that.
well, let me ask you this. Do you have to go in the StreamYard and schedule your post for a certain time, then go on to YouTube to add those to it after it's already been scheduled?
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't edit your video like for your monetization on YouTube.
Well, the last time not the last time, time before I went live, or not before, I did a live, and I looked at the end of it and it wasn't monetized. So what I did the last time is I went ahead and scheduled it on StreamYard. Then I went into YouTube and I could see where it was scheduled, and I went in there and added monetization, all that to it.
Right. Yeah, you do that through your YouTube side.
Right
Because if you go live on StreamYard
yeah,
and you don't set up, you don't
right,
go in your YouTube part of it, you're not going to be monetized. It's
right,
not automatic.
right,
It used to be automatic.
yeah,
And I guess some people were complaining about it because they didn't want to monetize that live stream or video because they were going to take
yeah,
it down after anyway. There's a lot of people that take down their live streams as soon as they finish, they kill it.
yeah. But I still want it monetized, just sort of super chats of nothing else. Even if I do
Right.
even if I do kill it, I'll still get to the super chats, you know.
No,
But
if you kill it, you lose the super chats. If you kill that live stream, you'll lose your super chat.
I'm talking about just putting it in unlisted mode.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're not killing it. Gran Turismo fan, what's
Yeah.
up, Mona Me?
Yeah, I just put it in unlisted until I know I'm paid everything. Then I'll eventually delete it, you know. Which I don't have
Oh,
no plans of going live again no time soon. That's not one of
so the
my.
Bengals are whooping the Bills, Buffalo.
I'll be right
Okay,
back. I got to grab something to drink.
okay.
How's your day been, Casey?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Went through my t-shirt drawer and I was looking for a certain shirt and I can't find it. I'm pretty sure it's in Missy's closet, but it might be in my closet. We're separate. I got two closets in my bedroom, and they good sized closets too. Mine's like 5 foot wide, from right to left or left to right, whatever. J Dog, what's up? Yeah, long time no see, partner. How you doing? Barry Ewalt, welcome to the live stream. How you doing? And I see Tim still here, so that'll work. Let's see. Yeah, 5 foot wide and about 2.5 foot deep. From the door to the back wall.
I had one that was about 5 or 6 foot. No, it was 8 foot long and about 4 foot deep when I had my house in South Carolina.
Right. Yeah. I like a 3 foot from the door to the back wall. I like at least a 3 foot deep closet,
I mean, you can go
and
in that.
at least 4 5 foot.
Yeah,
6 foot.
you could actually. Heck, mine that place was so big I could put a single bed in that sun and sleep in there if I had to.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Now my turn. I gotta go lean off the dock for a sec, and I'll be back in a minute.
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing now. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, hope everybody had a great day, great weekend. Since I'm taking over the show for a minute, so but some of y'all folks I know, some of you I don't. But that's just, it's nice meeting new people. So, yeah, Breezy, that's about the way it's working right this minute. So everybody went uh left me here by myself. So uh she's doing a little better, Missy. She still got a bad cough from back when we had that there Fauci flu or whatever you want to call it. So over Christmas, and she still got a cough and all, but she's doing a little bit better.
Oh, I'm
All
back.
right.
Thank y'all for taking over. River Rat, what's up? I hadn't seen you in a couple of weeks myself, neither.
Hey, River Rat.
Well, last week I didn't go live. I don't know, I just didn't had a motivation or the envies, we call it in French, the envies. I didn't have that last week. And I was kind of busy too, so uh anyhow, okay, let's get back to Russ's your video, Russ. Uh for those of y'all that just got here, in fact, can you throw a link in there, Russ,
What,
for
to
your
that
video?
video?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah, hang on. Let me
I'll
find
cover
it.
yours up with something, another video that somebody had put up I wanted to watch, and I didn't realize I put it up over yours.
Let's see here. I'm gonna actually go into my. I'm gonna get it this way instead of actually go into the video itself. Let's see here. Now let me go back to your live. Where are you at? There it is.
Yeah, we doing good over here, J Dog. Man, I'm glad to see you again, brother.
Paste. All right, I think I just shared it.
Yeah, I see a link in there, a YouTube link. So
Yeah, that's it.
just like Friday night. I hope you didn't get it mixed up like Sleeper did. He, he just wanted to invite people up in the panel, and he was throwing
Oh
a
yeah,
link out there, and it was a YouTube link, and I'm like, and I wrote in comments because I just jumped off the panel,
yeah.
and I wrote in comments, Sleeper, you are putting a YouTube link in there, and then he's like, no, I'm not, no, that's a StreamYard link, I'm pretty sure. And then he looked, and he was like, because I was kind of behind a little bit. So he
Yeah.
was like, oh, yeah, Cajun, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah,
Here's a StreamYard link.
I remember that. But that should be the one. I just got it out of the where your studio is, YouTube studio. I copied it there. I didn't actually click on the video, so
All right. Oh, okay.
that should be it.
There you go. Yeah, y'all check that video out Smokey Ribs just put in there. He's got a fish smoker, a dedicated fish smoker. It's brand new. And he smoked some redfish and made a dip, party dip with it. And my mama used to do that with shrimp, just like that. And she used to call it a shrimp and pimento. She'd have pimentos in it, chopped up real fine, and red pimentos, and put that in there, and a lot of cream cheese, and it had a little orangey color to it. I don't know what she put in for that. But man, that was a favorite everywhere.
Can you share that? Let me
Yeah,
go back
right
to
there.
this version here. All right,
Right there.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's on the screen right now.
All right, let me get to where this smoker is. Yeah, here it is right here. There's that little smoker.
Yeah, and it's got that nice latch on it, like a 18-wheeler door.
Yeah. Anyway, it
or a
did pretty
cooler
good.
door.
I tell you what, man, that thing it is so well insulated. That thing was hot, and you could touch the top or any sides, the door. It was just barely warm.
So that's electric, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Okay, I didn't know if it was electric or gas.
no, it's electric. That's why you can fine tune these temperatures in so well. But that's buttonwood that comes out of Florida. That's what I'm using there.
Yeah, that's what Lodeman.
Loderman
In
Jack.
fact, yeah, I went to his video through that link you put up, and then I covered it up. I thought the link was somewhere else, and I covered that up too.
Yeah. Uh,
Raising Cajun.
but yeah, there is the temperature dial there. I started at 180 and eventually I ended up going to 200, 205 because it was taking a little bit longer than what I thought it would at
Yeah, that
180.
redfish was thick.
Yeah. And this is where I'm getting ready to put it in. Let's see here.
Let me blow that one up. There we go. Now I think everybody can see it a little better.
Yeah. And then there's this nice little clear smoke coming out of there.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see. And let's see here. Let me just show you the final product.
Later, J-Dog. I'm sorry.
This is where I edit at. This is it after it come out of the smoker.
All right, J Dog, take it easy, mon ami. Hey, Colt 49ers.
Then we took and scooped all this flesh off this fish, put it in this bowl here. Then from
What'd you
there
do with the small rib bones? You put it in a processor and grind them up with that, or you just avoided the bones?
We avoided the bones altogether.
Oh,
I got rid of most of them when I got rid of the backbone, but there's still some pin bones and things like that in there.
Yeah, they're so small though it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I was going to comment too. I was going to make notes of what I wanted to talk about, but man, that little Ninja processor, that thing is awesome. It didn't take but what 3 or 4 seconds to
Oh yeah, it didn't take
blend
long
all
at
that
all.
together. Man, that was nice.
Yeah, it's fast. Anyway, I mixed it all together, and there's the end result right there. We took and let me see if I can show this using an ice cream scooper. Anyway, that's the final product there.
That is, yeah, that is awesome. Like I said, Mama used to make a shrimp dip, like similar to that. Dimebag Darren, what's up, mon ami? Canadian coins and tech and karaoke. Oh yeah, he does. He's a deep disc jockey, and he goes around to one of the locals over there. What's up, Colt 49ers? Hello again. And yeah, Colt 49. He's down in Thibodaux, Louisiana, down that area, right north of Homer up there. La Rose and all that on Bayou Lafourche.
My wife loved that fish dip. She ended up taking about half of it to work with her last night and giving it to all the people up there. She works at a Chevron station.
I saw her comment in there.
She loves it.
I wish they had the heart button, for that, because I'd have hit the heart button on that, because that was a good comment.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw food. You sure did, down back there. And why you got that in your tray, that link? Go ahead and throw it up again, Russ.
Let me go back to YouTube.
No, it's already. If you copied it, it's already there. Just all you got to do is paste it again.
Yeah, but I got to go to YouTube to paste it. I can't do it inside StreamYard.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going to YouTube to catch the link again.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't.
That's why I like having. That's why I like having my YouTube chat popped out on the side of my StreamYards.
Yeah, there it is, right there. I think.
Hey, Miss Wanda,
Yeah.
how you doing? Marines and Army Mom. Hello, hello.
Marines and all cook with Stephen and Jack.
You can't eat shrimp, can you, Steve? Man, that's gotta suck. Being down on living on the islands and can't eat shrimp. That's just
Russ, that
wrong,
looked
right
good,
there.
and it
Well,
didn't have any shrimp, which is a good thing for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think he's allergic to them.
oh, okay.
That's what I said. That sucks living down there in seafood paradise and being allergic to it. You know,
Where's he live?
but
he lives in uh, Trinidad. Stephen, where do you live at? Trinidad?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember that guy. I sure do.
yeah,
He used to come in I think he came in a couple of the panels in the live stream when Rob used to go live.
Yeah, Trinidad.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
yeah.
I remember him. Yeah, okay. That's how he. Yeah, because we subscribed to each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean
Hey, Mark Kulik.
he's surrounded by ocean. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
forgot he was allergic to certain seafoods.
it's like being raised on a beef farm and you can't eat steak.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Well,
know?
I can't eat shellfish myself. So
Man,
I
that
mean,
Yeah.
so I can't. So I mean,
I can't
It's
even imagine, man. That's like one of my all-time favorites. And I know people that could eat it all their life and then become allergic to it.
yeah, that's the way I was. I mean,
Yeah.
my ex used to live in Georgetown, South Carolina, and her dad was always he's bringing in crabs and
Oh man.
shrimp, and oysters, and all that stuff. And I mean, so I mean, I could go out there and help him on the shrimp boat, but
Yeah.
then come back and couldn't eat none of it.
Man. Yeah, that's
actually
gotta suck.
all the crabs that his father-in-law was buying, and I
Yeah,
think his uncle or whatever too. I might be mistaken on that. All them crabs were going straight to Maryland, Baltimore.
Maryland. Yeah,
Sam from Maryland, he says, I heard crabs.
Yeah,
yeah. But that's what I mean. He had him he had a 1 ton truck with a
rocks on the back.
a box freezer on the back of it. About every other day he'd take a trip up to North Carolina and meet the guy from Virginia who and he sold them to them guys up there, and he was making a fairly good living, you know. He went ahead because he had a lot of them guys down in South Carolina bringing him the crabs, fussy crabs himself.
I tell
So
you what, we went the other day. I was trying to find mullet to smoke instead of anything else, and redfish was my plan B. If I couldn't, I knew it was going to be hard to find them because they've been finding thousands of them dead because all the fresh water and mullet just aren't smart enough to get out. I mean, they can live in brackish, pretty fresh, but not completely fresh. And anyway, that's what they say happened, but thousands of them. So I didn't see any at the fish market, and I can't go into the bayous or nothing to catch them right now with a mullet net because they're just not in here. They're just being scarce. But
No,
while
what
I
they
was,
did, they got out the marshes and stuff, and at the small bayous and the marsh canals, because we had that freeze, and they
yeah,
went for deeper water. But no, mullet is a freshwater
well, there was
brackish and fresh.
thousands of them were floating belly up. They were dead. And my
Yeah,
son went fishing here just a few weeks ago, and he was telling me about all the ones he's seen. But
that they froze to death more than likely.
yeah, I don't know. But at any rate, I went to this. It's called it's a big Asian market. It's called the International Market, and they got a big seafood deli in there. I didn't see mullet, but man, they had a big tub just slapped full of some of the biggest male crabs you ever wanted to see. I
yeah,
mean, I almost shifted gears and said, "Man, we're gonna buy up a bunch of crab." My wife still ain't forgot this. But we need to go back and get some crabs. not even do a video, just steam them or boil them, however I want to do it, you know.
And big crab.
Oh, big ones, man.
Oh yeah,
nice. And that's where I buy my crabs at Asian market. They get them in fresh daily, and they got them in big big wood crates, and then from there they transfer a bunch of them to these big plastic bins, and they have paper bags and a pair of tongs. You can just pick what you want, you know.
yeah.
They sell it by the pound.
Well, in Lafayette and north of Lafayette, in the Vermilion River, they got Popeye mullet up north of Lafayette, and Lafayette is, I want to say, 35 miles to 40 miles north of Vermilion Bay, or north of the Gulf, which Vermilion Bay is an inlet there, and I was raised on Vermilion Bay, in a coastal city, that area, right on Vermilion Bay.
Yeah.
And that's, I learned the commercial fish, or regular fish,
right,
commercial trap in the marshes, all that. But Vermilion Bay is brackish like the Mississippi Sound is. Same salinity.
Yeah.
And
the only problem is them mullet don't taste as good when they get up in that fresher water. If you catch ones way out there by the islands with them sandy bottoms, man.
Oh yeah, well,
fine eating mullet right there.
The water is very clean in the Mississippi Sound. It's almost clear at times. I mean, a lot of times it's clear.
Yeah.
That Vermilion River, man, that's a muddy. It's the color of coffee, with cream in it. It's just muddy water because that's the nature of it. And Vermilion Bay is that kind of dirty water, but it's more cleaner. I would eat a mullet out of Vermilion Bay close to the Gulf. Okay, if I caught it at Southwest Pass, that's more cleaner water by Marsh Island.
Yeah,
and I will eat mullet from the Mississippi Sound and further offshore. But anything that comes out of the Vermilion River, that far north, I'm not eating no mullet. No.
Yeah. They just get to where they're not. I mean, they're already greasy, but they seem to be even more greasy, and the bottoms they're living on. I don't know. They're not as good,
Yeah, because they kind of are like a filter fish, kind of like
they're a bottom fish,
And when you actually gut them open, like to take the roe out or whatever, those mullet up in that area where I'm talking about, Vermilion River, they have that greenish, brownish bile in them, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And Mississippi mullet don't have that.
No, they're yellowish looking, the roe and everything,
Yeah, well, the roe, yeah. Hey, Bill Clement.
That's a big market, man. Japanese love taking that mullet roe and drying it out, sun drying it into what they call batarga. And I don't know if you ever had that, but you can buy it already bottled. And that stuff, man, it's good just sprinkling over pizza. It's really good.
Is it expensive?
It can be, but it's called batarga. You can get it off Amazon, but that's what the Japanese does with all that roe. They buy it from over here. And man, I remember back years ago, you could go buy all the butterflied mullet you wanted. I mean, they were ready for the smoker. They done gutted them and got all that mullet roe out of them. And we'd buy up all this mullet for like 25 cents a pound after they took the roe out.
Right.
That's how they made their money,
I remember that because my buddy Rufus Young, which lives in Orange Grove, his dad was, it wasn't Warren Young. I think it might have been Warren Young, but I do know another Warren Young from Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
But I think his dad was Warren Young. He used to have that big seafood house, that big seafood market.
Yeah. Okay.
In Pascagoula area, the Youngs.
Yeah.
And his sister was Rhonda Young, Rhonda K.
Yeah.
Rufus and Rhonda, and then their daddy. I want to say it's Warren, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah, I never know him that well. I know that name a lot from my buddy Ricky Brown that has shrimped all his life and still does, and he knows all them people. I don't really know them. I just know the names.
I know the Browns from over there. I knew Ricky.
Yeah.
Seafood market that David used to have. It's open as a seafood market right now.
Where at?
On Maple Avenue, that Michael used to have.
On Maple?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Asian store
Huh?
by the tracks, by the old Crawley Road?
Yeah.
That's Cajun Land Seafood.
Something like that. I noticed it was.
Yeah, that's where I buy my crawfish from, my sacks, and that's
Oh,
where all
I
them
thought
big.
you get it in Mamu.
No, well, I used to get it, Mamu, from Beavers when Debbie was working there, but I get it from Kim over at
Yes, Ken.
Cajun Land Seafood.
Mike
Remember them big
Hodge.
select crawfish? You've been there with me
Yeah.
already. You've been with me there.
Nope, on the upper left side, where Michael used to have his.
On the left
The
side, there's
old-
only one seafood market on Maple. That's right next to the railroad track.
The old Dupre's Fish Market.
Well, that's Cajun Land, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it? Right by the tracks, by the old Crawley Road. Ordway Street. You know when you get to the red light coming from over here?
No, it's just past that.
It's right almost next to Guillory's, the new Guillory gas station.
Going this way, it's on the left.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Tim's Seafood or something.
It's on Maple, or is it?
Yeah.
I'm not. You talking about the old Johnson store? No,
Before you get there.
I'm not familiar with it. Then, if it's past the Crowley Road,
Michael Monlara had
I
that
know
seafood
Dago. Yeah,
at
Michael.
one time.
But if it's past the Crowley Road, more east
No,
of the
it's the
Crowley,
same place Michael had.
I know. But if the same place, if it's past the Crowley Road, I don't know that area except for Johnson's store.
Past the railroad tracks on the left.
By where Perth is at, you know Perth, the one that makes the fireworks for the 4th of July.
No,
You know who I'm talking about?
no.
Perth. I think he's a Perth, isn't he? Or Perth?
Oh, here.
Huh?
Yeah, Kenneth here.
Pierce. Okay.
Okay, it's past that.
How far?
Just a little way. Across the railroad track,
Okay.
and it's on the left.
All right. I'm not familiar with it.
It's Michael's old.
Yeah,
Michael had the
Dago's old
seafood
place.
there.
Yeah, but I've never been there. Okay. He used to make cracklings too. Good whole cracklings.
Yeah, I know.
Mike Hodge must be talking to you, Boo.
Probably so. What's up, Mike Hodge? How you doing, morning, mate?
He said, "What up, ugly?"
Yeah. And I'll miss your old ass too. Hey, Ken, East Coast Ken, Eek, or as I say, Eek, because it's got only one E in it. E-C-K. Everybody says Eek. So I say Eek. One E, E-C-K. How you doing, Ken? Did you get an envelope in the mail yet, Ken? And David Carlisle. Let's see, who else I was hollering at her? Bill Clement. Yeah, Bill Clement.
Yeah.
Mrs. Peaches. She just popped in. Hello, hello.
Hello, Miss Peaches.
All right, let's see. What else I wanted to mention in the video? I wanted to comment on the Ninja. We did that. I already commented on the making jerky in it, and you
Yeah.
said, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Even with the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, Ken, got you, bud. You ought to have it, by then, by tomorrow.
Yeah, that you've seen my buddy Brian Ducharme. He was on a live of mine not too long ago, but he owns that Smoked Cows Bayou. That's all they do. Well, he's got some rubs and sauces out, but he does beef jerky, and he does well. He used to. Now he's got his FDA certification, and they're doing it all up there. One of these USDA facilities, with their smokers. But prior to that, he did everything on a big Southern Pride 500 rotisserie smoker. That's how he made his beef jerky. And man, he's done real well, with that product. And
yeah, I know some Ducharmes from down there.
Yeah.
I think I'm familiar with him.
I think you talked to him that night on my live. He was in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But that's what he does. He makes his living off beef jerky, and every bit of it is smoked and done on real smokers.
Yeah. Wasn't Randy, wasn't he in the smoking too? Randy Shifter. He lives in
And
Texas now, but he's from Louisiana.
yeah, into what now? Smoking, like barbecue and stuff?
No, jerky. I mean,
Oh, I don't know. Not that I know of.
Randy Shifter. You know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. But I've never seen him do jerky.
Okay. No, I thought. Okay, I was mixing those two up then.
Yeah. No, Brian, that's all he does. That's his business. Smokehouse Bayou.
Okay.
They got a website where you can order his jerky or anything else he's got. He's a vet, and I think he gives discounts to veterans and stuff like that too. But
That's always a good thing.
oh yeah.
Well, what I know Randy's into grilling and cooking.
Yeah.
I forget what his main forte is.
Well, he works full-time job like at a chemical plant as a welding inspector, and
Yeah, I'm
he's
talking
like,
about in the cooking.
yeah, just whatever,
part of
like
it.
the rest. It's mainly barbecue related, grills, smokers, stuff like that.
Right. Who just dropped out? Like I had
I don't know.
I think somebody just dropped out. At least, oh, wait a minute. I think it's my Control plus D on here.
No, I
Looking
just
at.
had my camera off for a minute and then turned it back on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I noticed in the corner of my eye, I was reading the chat and I noticed in the corner of my eye something happened.
Yeah, I'm just trying to put my avatar in the back up on your channel. And I can't remember how to do it on this damn screen. When I turn the
Okay.
camera
Well, when you turn your camera off, what shows?
off,
That. Okay. Go in those three dots on your little thing underneath your little screen underneath the main screen.
yeah.
Hit those three dots and you'll see edit avatar.
Okay.
And edit name, edit avatar, and you click on edit avatar, and then when you click on that, it'll pull the files up from your computer.
Okay.
Oh, you talking about when the camera's off? Yeah.
Yeah, when the camera's off. Yeah, like
kind of like this right here.
Like that right there, and like that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we all off camera.
Yeah, I was sitting here. I ain't much of a cook, so I couldn't say a whole lot, but about the cooking part. But
Let me see.
I mean, so I was sitting here trying to figure it out how to put my avatar up there.
Oh, tater tot casserole. Missy's made that already. Tater tot casserole. She sure has. A couple different ways. So you did what, 4 hours or was it 3.5 hours on that redfish?
Well, that didn't center it up very good, did it?
No, but that's how your avatar is, I think, huh?
Yeah, that's my main avatar. Let me see if I can crop that in.
No,
I don't.
I'll worry about that later. I'll get it fixed up later.
I'll just leave it right there.
So, how long you actually did that redfish? Was it 4 hours or 3.5?
I did it 4 hours.
4 hours. That's what I thought.
I like smoked mullet. I don't like it real. Like when I'm eating fried fish or something like that, I want it nice and plenty of moisture in there. And, I love that. But when it's smoked, I want it borderline dry, a little bit of moisture.
Right.
but it's just the way I like it, and it works so well in a dip like that. I don't want it just, and so it took me 4 hours to get that to where I wanted. It still had moisture in it, but not as much as what it could have, you know. And
Right. Well,
that's why I like it.
it has to have moisture, just like beef jerky,
Hmm.
or deer jerky, whatever. It has to have a certain percentage of moisture in it.
Yeah,
That way, because you can only, like beef jerky, if you tear off a piece of that, like that Papa Kirschenstein's,
yeah,
you break off a piece of that, put in your mouth. Well, when it's in your mouth and you're rolling it around or whatever, sucking on it, and your saliva moistens it up.
yeah,
Theirs is totally different. There's a lot of people that have a different take on beef jerky, because you
yeah,
can buy this like Slim Jim brand name. It's a piece of beef jerky. It's molded. It's about this wide and however long the package is, and it's not that thick.
yeah.
And that is real moist. That's actually moist a lot. But
That's
a
like
lot of people
Brian
get
Douche.
a lot of people get confused with that Slim Jim jerky or whatever, instead of that real jerky in the big
Yeah,
packs.
right. Yeah, some jerky's like shoe leather, man. It's just so dry and all. But that's one thing I like about Brian Ducharme's. His is not like that. It's semi tender, and it's got a little bit of moisture, but not so much to where it's not shelf stable. It's plenty shelf stable, you know.
Yeah.
If you got too
Long,
much moisture in there, then you lose that, because that's how bacteria and everything starts developing, is all that moisture in there, you know.
Speaking of the devil, Lawnmower Detective is in the house. We were just talking about you earlier, Dave, and we sharing your video out. Your that one you did, I forget how long ago. Your uh chuck roast and ribs on your horizontal smoker. That one there. Let me see if I can find that again. I'm gonna pop it in the chat again. It's Rolling Smoke with the 5-0. I put it up earlier. And go ahead and hit this and this. And if for those of y'all that's new in here, just got here within the last half hour, there's a link for Lawnmower Detective's other channel. That's his Rolling Smoke with the 5-0. And he did a chuck roast and ribs. And let me see, I was about a year ago. A year ago, he did that video. Oh, thank you, Renegade, putting Lawnmower's link up there. His lawnmower part of it. Appreciate that. I've been on many live panels with Lawnmower Detective. He'd go live. Him and his wife would go live, and he would be on other people's live streams. We talking about small engines. And every now and then food will come up. I wonder how that happened. Yeah, because Cajun's on there. And then he'll bring it up there.
My numbers to go up.
Yeah, buddy. Let me do this right quick.
I'm gonna have to mute this for a minute.
But I got to admit, speaking of that, I got to go and eat a little supper before we go to Ed's channel there, Cajun. So I'm gonna jump off of here for a little while, and I'll see you a little bit later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got to. I ain't eating nothing all day, and now my numbers maybe I won't be too bad when I go check.
Okay.
All right. Well, everybody have a great night, and we will talk to y'all later.
All right, Darren. We'll see you in about 40 minutes on Fuller Bear Is.
Yeah.
Okay, good enough, Monica. And I gotta go lean off the dock. So Smoky Ribs is busy right now. So anyway, I'll be back in just a minute. Y'all hold on.
Did Boo go lean off the dock again? Yep. Yes, he did.
Okay, I couldn't hold that any longer. My teeth were floating. Scott Keller making potato waffles for dinner. Oh, okay. Well, I think he is part German. I know Germans love potato bread and stuff. I love potato bread. I do. Like a loaf of bread. I used to buy it in Mississippi. Potato bread in Mississippi when I lived there.
I like the potato buns, like hamburger buns, potato bun. I like them. And there's a place over here called Tater Nuts. They make donuts out of potato flour. They're really good.
Wow. Oh, you heading out, Lawnmower Detective? Okay. Well, appreciate you stopping in. I got to do some popo stuff.
Yeah, right. You got to do the popo stuff.
Yeah. All right. Appreciate you coming in, Dave.
The 5-0 stuff.
Yeah, 5-0 stuff. That's right. German, Irish, Italian, Welsh. I knew you had Welsh in you and some Scotch. Yeah, but the Scotch comes from the bottle. That's the only time you got Scotch in you.
I had some Scotch in me, but it wore off. So
it got out the blood system, huh? Yeah. Oh Lord, we having fun. Oh, okay. Let me. I gotta get my buddy up here. Always wait. I usually have certain people I send links to, you know, on the Sunday streams.
Yeah.
And when somebody wants to come up, that's not regular. I'll send that to them, like in the last, 30 to 40 minutes of the video, the live stream. I mean, I'm sorry. Oh boy. Okay, that won't work. I'll be sending him a link to Lawnmower Detective's video. Okay, StreamYard. I gotta make sure of that because I've done that. I've sent out YouTube links to people wanting them to come up in my live stream, and I'm sending them a YouTube link instead of the StreamYard link. just like say Fad did the other night, Friday night.
Yeah. I guess the Goodfellas will go live tonight at about 6. I don't know whose channel it's gonna be on. I think Salt Pepper Fire's channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when
Excuse me.
that's a super chat button, Johnny. Johnny noticed. See, I don't see it in mine because I don't see my own super chat button. But Johnny was like, "What's that?" You know, because he's watching on my notepad, my little on Walmart cheap notepad, whatever, iPad. It's not an iPad, but
Yeah.
it's similar. He was like, "What is that down there in the bottom?" I said, "That's the super chat." But okay.
Whip out your credit card and you'll find out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to say Johnny Best is in the house. What you looking at, Johnny? The name brand? Oh, it's Digiland. It's the same. Digiland makes Walmart's ONN whatever it's pronounced. I don't know how it's pronounced. ONN. Digiland makes their pads. Well, appreciate it there, Mr. Briggs. Scott Keller, a $4 super chat. That'll start this pay period off and in the monetization part. That'll start this pay period off with $4. Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Because your threshold's $100 and over, whatever you get, and then from like just say January, February, if you got $150 in January, then February, then you'll get a check February 21st to the 26th, and but that timeline's cut off right there at January, and then the new month starts. So whatever you get in February starts that account over, or just adds to it if you only got $50 in it, because that $4 I'll get $250 out of it. 40% of $4 YouTube takes, and I get 60. It depends on if it's on an iPad, an iPhone, or a Mac computer. Anything that has to do with Apple, YouTube takes out Apple fees. Imagine that. Yeah.
Never heard that before.
Over your the percent they already take. Yeah. Oh yeah. Read your description and or Google Apple fees in super chats, and it'll bring you right there. And sometimes it's 6 to 8% or whatever. And wherever they send it from, taxes are out for where they from. If it's from overseas, then you got the exchange rate plus taxes for duty taxes for that country. Yeah, from where they at in England. England wants their share of that too. They get a certain percentage. I paid out. I got 48% of some super chats I had. When it all averaged out, I got 48%. YouTube and Apple fees and duty fees from other countries, because I got a lot of friends overseas, and Canada. So that's out of the country, that exchange rate. I had 48%. That's my share. They took 52%. And I'm like, man, I sure didn't know that. My new custom plates are on their way. FB 2024, I think. I will be noticed. FB. Facebook 2024 or... Oh, no, never mind. And I'm not saying it. And don't put it in chat, please, Scott. I know what FB stands for. Go Brandon. Well, it don't mean go Brandon, but
I'll have to look into that later. I'm not finding nothing on it.
Okay, well, it'll pop up, but anyway, I found it through my. I didn't Google it. I found it in my takeout feeds in the AdSense or Super Chats. Open the Super
Now,
Chat rules and regulations up.
if somebody paid your super chat through Apple Pay, then I can understand that where they would charge a fee for using Apple Pay. But just because you're using that device, I don't see how they could get anything. But if
Well,
if
okay,
someone paid for the super chat with Apple Pay, which I have, you know, if I
that's
use,
what it is.
yeah,
Apple Pay. I didn't know such a thing existed.
oh
Apple
yeah,
Pay.
yeah,
Okay, well that's probably where the Apple fees come in. I
yeah, it
guess.
is. I don't have Apple Pay, but I do have Wallet, and it's the
Oh,
same thing. If you go through Apple Pay to pay for anything, then they're going to have fees just like PayPal or Cash App or any of these places do.
okay. I thought it was because of an Apple device because it just said Apple fees.
Yeah, no, that's somebody's paying you with an Apple Pay account.
Oh,
That's
okay,
that's what
gotcha.
that is. That makes sense to me. The other just didn't register.
Okay.
Couldn't see how they could legally do that, but now I get it. Oh,
Yeah,
found the wrong
I
plate.
know, Scott. Yeah, FB. It's the other way of go Brandon. Race car driver or whatever. But the go is in FB. It could be added before FB. Go. Yeah. Okay. Either way,
Yeah, a lot of these
I
people
hope that
that
don't kill my stream.
a lot of these small channels that are not monetized, they'll actually put that ticker running at the bottom of their lives with their PayPal information or Cash App, so
Right.
you can fund it that way, and it's really a
Right.
lot less. You'll
Yeah.
get more of the money if somebody did donate with either one of them compared to YouTube, but YouTube don't like that because you're cutting into their revenue now. It's their
Yeah,
platform,
but no,
you
but
know.
they don't have any revenue because that channel's not monetized. So they're getting revenue on it, but they're not getting revenue from super chats because they're not monetized yet. But they
Exactly.
still run ads on non-monetized channels.
That they do. They sure
Yeah.
do.
Now the channel owner, like you or me, we have an option in the YouTube part of it, not to monetize, even though we are monetized, or we never put made ourselves monetized, even though we over 1,000 subs and so
Yeah.
4,000 watch hours. We have the option not to run ads at all because
Yeah.
YouTube is running ads on non-monetized channels.
Yep.
And hey, Robert Pinto, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Been a while since joined your stream. You're looking good. Yeah, I am well after the surgeries. Yeah. Oh yeah. We did. We did. We had a good time. I'm glad I was here for it too. I almost died. So anyway, they have that option not to monetize, to run ads.
Yeah.
To run ads, not monetize, but not to run ads.
Yeah.
Because I have a friend of mine that he relies on I think it's Patreon and Amazon links to and if they want to do PayPal or whatever, but he doesn't scroll a banner underneath.
Yeah.
He doesn't want commercials ads on his channel at all because he's a teacher. It's education
Right.
that he's doing, and he doesn't want to get interrupted. As being a teacher, he doesn't want to get interrupted like a wild child in the classroom because the ads would be the wild child.
Well, I'll tell you what I tell people when they are like, man, you're running too many ads in your videos. I'm like, well, first off, that's YouTube ads.
Mhm.
It's their platform. Now I can decide where I want these ads ran, but I'm turning them all on because this is how I make my living. If you don't like ads and pay for YouTube Prime, and you won't never see another ad, but yet I'm still getting part of that revenue too, you know?
Right. Right.
But for like
If you
$12 a month, if you're an avid YouTube user like I am, you're spending less than 50 cents a day to not watch any ads if you're on it enough to make that worth it to you. If not, watch the commercials. We all grew up with TV and watching commercials. What's the big
That's
deal?
right.
You know?
That's right. Hey, Miss Victoria, how you doing, Shan? Long time no see. I was up early the other morning and I wanted to join in, but then it got noisy in here. So I wanted to go in this Ida's live stream, get up on the panel and say hi to everybody, but it got noisy, so I didn't make the live stream. But I do watch at times, and then it gets noisy, and that's why I don't come up.
Yeah, YouTube Premium, not Prime. I think it is YouTube Premium.
Yeah, YouTube Red or Premium.
It used to be called
thing.
Red, then I think it changed to Premium.
Right. I think David's got
thing.
that. David himself, he actually pays for YouTube.
I used to pay for YouTube TV until it got just too expensive. I'm like, hey, I ain't paying $80 a month for that. So
it got ridiculous.
But it had all local programming, all your major networks, had all kind of stuff on there, and you can pick and choose what you wanted in your feed. If you knew you weren't gonna watch sports, and don't add none. You know, if you're just like certain things, add that. That way, when you pull it up, what I like about it, for one price, you could attach 5 family members total, including me, and they can watch it without having to pay any extra. You know, but.
Right.
Still, it got to be a little ridiculous. Start off like $50 a month. The next thing I know, I'm paying $80 a month. I'm like, all right, that's time for that to go. You know.
Yeah, just like AT&T on their internet and cable. No, I had AT&T, I had cable and house phone and internet all bundled up in one, and it was like $50 a month, $50 even a month, and they didn't say guaranteed not to go up. They didn't say that, but they said this price is going to be stuck with you for at least a year. You know, 1 year at that price. Well, I didn't have it but 5 months, and that the next month, that 6th month, went up in price, like $20 or 10, something like that. And then 2 months later, it went up again. And I called AT&T about it. They says, well, you know, y'all had hurricanes in y'all areas and we had to fix some stuff, you know. So we are putting that disaster fund in there, and then eventually you'll get it back later. Well, you know, it'll come off your bill. Well, no, y'all worth billions, millions and millions, and $1 billion is y'all net worth. Y'all should not be charging for natural customers for a natural disaster when y'all can handle that yourself.
Yeah. Agreed.
And then they went up again, and I called them again, and they gave me the same sob story about the hurricane, because a month later we had another hurricane over here. That was 2 years ago or 3 years ago when Laura hit Lake Charles.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of damage in Lake Charles. And then a month later, another hurricane hit, but the eye actually passed over Eunice, my town.
Yeah.
And so a month and a half went by or something, and they said a hurricane hit. And I'm like, well, y'all can have them hurricanes. As soon as I get Spectrum hooked up, I'm dumping y'all.
Yeah.
If y'all don't make this right now, adjust my bill, I'm dumping y'all and going with Spectrum again. I left Spectrum because of that going up.
Yeah.
And now I'm locked in with Spectrum. I only pay $32 a month for Spectrum.
Yeah.
Just for internet. Oh, internet and a house phone.
Yeah. We got Direct TV, and we got the internet through AT&T, It's not the fastest by a long shot. I keep
No.
saying I'm going to have them disconnect this, and I want to go back to my cable company. They got some gaming speeds on there, man, lightning fast.
Yeah.
That's
Where
really what I should be on, but
your gaming company, your cable company that has the gaming speeds,
yeah.
it could be called Infinity or something like that. But I don't know I forget what y'all have down there. Is it Cox?
No, I can't even remember. Cable One.
Cable One?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually owned by Spectrum.
Okay.
Spectrum actually absorbed that company, but they still have the same name,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
I
Because
don't know.
it used to be Charter. Now it's Charter Spectrum.
I used to have it when I lived in Gulfport, and when we moved here, my wife wanted Dish or Direct, whichever one we got. I think we got Direct TV, and it was through AT&T, whichever service they got, and then had the internet. It's pretty fast, but it ain't as fast as that cable, man. That's lightning fast there. But what I want, my upload speeds are fine, like uploading a video to YouTube, but download speeds is where I want to pick up and gain. Right now,
Okay, download. Okay, your downloads is always higher.
or uploads. I'm sorry.
Yeah, uploads is what you want to gain.
Yeah, upload is what I want to gain. Right now, I'm currently downloading every video I ever put on YouTube through YouTube, and I'm not talking about just downloading one video in low resolution. You're able to go in there and download everything in the same resolution that you uploaded with, but it looks like this. Let me see if I can pull this up, and
because I've checked my speed, and I had it with AT&T. I was 0.2 or 0.3, I think, or it might have been 0.6 on the upload.
yeah.
And when I switched back to Spectrum, oh God, that number increased like a 100-fold or more, 1,000-fold. I think I'm getting like 60 on upload.
Can you share that? I just popped it up.
Yeah. Right there.
What they've done.
Oh wow, can't see that.
Can you
let me
see?
let me make it bigger. Okay. I can see something, but it's
Hang on. Let me see what you're looking
small.
at.
If you could.
Yeah, that's it right there. What that is, that's 333 zip folders. See it? Part one. I'm sorry, 336. And can you see me scrolling down?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. This is where I left off. See how this one looks a little different than where it says download? I've already downloaded 150 of my own videos. What happened is I lost a hard drive with over 8 years of all my videos where I fully edited the videos and stored them in this external hard drive. Well, that thing crashed on me. So YouTube is kind of a tricky way to do it, but you can download everything you ever uploaded in its original format. And I can show you what comes to your download folder. Can you see this or no? I just opened up my downloads folder.
I could see all that, but I can't make everything out because it's small.
Okay, hang on. You ain't got to be able to. Let's see. Hang on.
I could see all of that, but I can't make out all the titles and.
Let me see what you're looking at here. No, you're not seeing what I'm showing. Let me. Let's see. Present. Let me stop the screen. Let me hit present video file.
What you up to, Mr. Colt?
Can you see that? Can you see that or no?
No, because you got out of it and you hadn't presented a new one yet.
All right, hang on.
Pedro, ¿cómo se va?
Let me see.
Ça va bien, Muzot.
Let me hit cancel present. Hang on a second. I know what I'm doing wrong. Let me click on this. Now let me go to share screen. Window. Yeah, right here. All right, there we go. Can you see all this?
Yeah, I could see all them videos and
Yeah, and it's just some. These are zip folders. Some
right.
of them, when I open one of these zip folders, it could have up to 3 or 4 videos inside of one zip.
Yeah, you got it all them zip folders. There's a lot of stuff condensed down in them.
Now, a lot of this stuff is stuff that I do with my phone. That's not what I downloaded, but these are the most recent I downloaded. But for instance, I could double click on this.
Yeah, that's all in your files.
Yeah, but what I'm showing you is that if you ever need to download all of your content from YouTube, you can get it back in the original format that you originally uploaded in, whether it be 4K, 1080, 720.
Right.
All right, can you see that?
Barely. I can see
Barely.
it, but it's so tiny. Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Let me
Yeah. See, you can see it better because
I'm
like
seeing it. All right.
your
Hang on.
monitor.
All right,
I mean, my monitor's so small. You know, it's only a
let me show you what I just pulled up. Here we go.
14-inch monitor I got.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I mean that's huge right there.
Yeah, that is hang on a second. That is
That looks like the video you made with the pita bread, I think.
It looks like Tim Allen did Santa Claus.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
But-
yeah, that was that bird. Okay.
Yeah, I was just showing you basically how to if you ever need your content, you can get it back, the original file size and everything, what you uploaded. Now, the easiest way to download a video from there is go into your studio and you right click, it says download video, one video. The only thing different about getting your full size resolution is you got to download all of it at one time, but you're not downloading it. It's just giving you all the zip files. I'll click on like 10 at a time, get them downloaded. Once they download, I'll do another 10, then another 10. And eventually I'll have all my videos back in another hard drive, just the way I edited, or uploaded.
Right. But when you check your download speed and your upload speed, that's a different upload.
Yeah.
What we're talking about uploading to YouTube or what have you. Your download speed is always going to be a lot bigger than your upload.
Yeah.
Now, if they get close to each other, wow, that's amazing. That's lightning fast on your uploads. I mean, that means you've got a good gaming computer and you have the highest spectrum speeds that they have, because Spectrum offers different levels of, you got like 100 megabytes per second.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's where I'm at. Then you got 200 megabytes per second, and then you got a gig.
Yeah.
You can actually get a gig through Spectrum, but man, you're paying like $60 a month for a gig. And there's no way I can afford that.
I would pay that much for internet because it's how I make my living. It's all I do.
Yeah, well, that would be Spectrum or through Cable One. If you can get a gig of internet speed, you're gonna have ungodly amounts of upload speed, which you're gonna be. Actually, you can do your 4K if your cameras are capable of it.
That's all I do is 4K. All my videos are 4K. Yeah.
Yeah, because I noticed I always put it on high def. I noticed a little red marker in my by my gear wheel on the bottom of your videos. I can go to that settings and put it in 4K or 2K or high def, which is 1080.
You can record.
My camera is 720, and I'm clear.
Yeah, you can pick which speed you want to run it at. Now, I have Google Chrome, and I have it set to automatically detect my internet speed, and it always shows me 4K. If you look at your player on your YouTube video, it'll tell you what it's showing it to you at 4K or HD. But it's always 4K is available. It has been for the last year and a half on any of my
Right.
videos. If it's not playing in 4K, then you can change that on the player itself.
Yeah, down in the
full
under
resolution.
settings,
Yeah,
because it's not automatic. It says automatic, but it'll go
mine's
in and
automatic.
out.
Mine's
Yeah, I mean, when
automatic.
I see it, it does
Yeah.
it automatic down there when I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
So I pick it where it's 4K or whoever has,
yeah,
if it's somebody else's and all they got is 2K, then I'll put it up to their highest level where it's recorded at.
yeah.
But I've heard that 4K takes a while to render that video.
Not
When
really.
you editing and rendering it in 4K, I heard it takes a little longer than high def.
It's going to take longer, but I edit in a M4V format, which is an Apple format, and it's
Oh, you on a MacBook? Okay, or
I'm on
Mac
an iMac.
desktop.
Have
Yeah.
been for like 9 years, but
Oh, okay.
but I do it in an Apple format, and it cuts the file size in half, but yet it's not giving up or losing any quality. It's 4K resolution, and it's way faster. It's also faster
Wow.
for upload.
Yeah. Look at Renegade. He said, I have 946 down and 924 up. Remember, I was telling you earlier about the numbers matching on up and
I used
down
to
and up.
do. You can go
That's
to
super
AT&T, since that's who I have, and I can do a speed test. They have a website. You click on it, and it will test your internet speed, upload, download. It'll tell you exactly what you're running at.
I used to have internet and AT&T internet, and I was within 5,000 feet of my hub, which my hub has fiber, but it's the 1970s, late 60s or 70s underground wiring.
Yeah.
That was reaching my house from the hub. And I was supposed to have, 14 is the max for AT&T, unless you have the actual AT&T fiber coming into your house. Okay, a lot of people I got AT&T fiber, but is it the fiber going to the hub and you have the old phone wire coming in your house, or do you actually have the fiber coming in your house? And they say, oh, let me check. Oh no, I have the old hard wire from them little boxes in my yard or my neighbor's yard coming into my house. Boom. That throws up that red flag. That's only 14. The highest is 14 with AT&T. But if you have fiber coming in your house, and I think Renegade has AT&T, and he has fiber coming in his house, that's how come he's so crazy fast.
Yeah, fiber optics. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's up, Raising Cajun and Coke 49ers? I said hello earlier. And I'm going to let y'all two say y'all hellos while I go lean off the dock again. All right, I'll be right back. Y'all talk.
Well, I'm getting ready to get out of here, man. It's almost 6 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here. Been going almost 2 hours. So,
all right.
Everybody have a good one.
Appreciate you coming up, Russ.
All right, man. Later.
Everybody, y'all go check out Russ Jones's channel. Smoky Ribs Barbecue, just like it says right there on his screen. Right there.
Right over there.
Right there.
Right there.
He's like
right
Santa Claus at a barbecue over there.
Yeah.
Sing along, boys and girls.
Yeah.
All right. Later, guys.
All right, Russ. All right, y'all two guys take over. Coke, Raising, y'all two take over. Both of y'all are Raising Cajuns anyway, from the same area. Y'all two say highs and keep the chat up while I get back in about a minute and 10 seconds.
What's going on?
I got a joke to tell you. Want to hear it?
Go ahead.
You know what a gun and a woman have in common?
Huh?
You don't mess with them if you know they're loaded.
Uh-oh.
You know what a gay Irishman is?
Nope.
It's a guy who prefers women to liquor.
Oh shit.
That's a real couillon right there.
Uh-huh. Oh man. You just got done with dinner. So I'm up here late.
You know what a gay Frenchman is, huh?
Nope.
It's a man that prefers women to wine.
Uh-oh. A gay Frenchman is Peter Griffin.
He's a gay. I mean, he's a fat Irishman.
I reckon so. That's what Briggs said.
Me and Boudreaux, we're big Cajun dudes right here.
I'm from New Orleans. I'm from the Cajun land.
I don't think Boudreaux likes New Orleans. You know,
Nah, I don't reckon he does.
I told him you should go over there. You could take over Far Prud'homme's restaurant.
Man, there's one fruit pie
They
that
say New
they're
Orleans he's a taste of real Cajun.
You ever heard of Hubig's pies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping their facilities are being rebuilt.
Yeah, it burnt down, didn't it?
Yeah, many years ago. Hey, 710.
$7.10. What's going on, mon ami?
So I can only guess who Colt 49ers is rooting for for tonight's game.
Well, he's in Thibodeau, so I don't know if he's gonna be going. Well, I don't. Is the coach playing
No,
this weekend?
the 49ers is playing this weekend.
Yeah, yeah, but then
Yeah,
you got
they're
the coach, the Indianapolis coach too. So I mean, I don't know how he made the name up for his channel, but
well, he probably got Colt from Colt 45.
I was thinking it's kind of a mixture of that. Yeah. Okay, everybody, I just put a link in the chat. Okay, and we still got 21 people, 20 people in here. We had 22 earlier, and we got 20 people in here, and there's a link for Polar Bear Ed's Garage. There's a live stream coming on in 2 minutes to 3 minutes. So grab that link, y'all, in a couple of minutes, and y'all head over there and say, "Hello, Ed, Cajun Raid." Okay, I'd appreciate that very much. Some of y'all don't know Polar Bear Ed, some of y'all do.
Yeah, I would have been in here
Uh-oh.
earlier, Cajun, but
Right. He's live now. I just
we were
heard his
kind of
voice.
eating dinner.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem on me.
I'm back. The ill toilet.
You going to the toilet? You
Yeah,
going
back.
lean off the dock?
Yeah, I just came back from the ill toilet.
Okay. The naughty eye.
No, I don't think he's live yet. Let's see.
So,
Yeah, he
Boudreaux,
is.
you're not
Yeah,
not a
he's
fan
live.
of New Orleans, huh?
What? New Orleans Saints? Hell yeah, I'm a fan of New Orleans Saints.
I thought the city. You're not a fan of the city, huh?
Oh yeah, I've been there twice in my life. Okay, I went over there when I was a kid to the zoo with a couple of our families,
Zoo?
you know, and yeah, the Audubon Zoo, and rode the train. You know, I remember I was 5 years old, 6 years old. I remember all that, and got all the animals and stuff, and we spent the day there. You know, it was a day. We didn't spend the night over there in town or anything in the city. My dad and his nephew, they wasn't one for spending money on a motel. So we got back home. It was about dark. Anyway, and then I went there one time as an adult. Me and a friend of mine went over there to bid on a construction job. On the third floor, we was going to make the attic, the third floor, a partial living area. And I wasn't too impressed on that because of a lot of the hustlers on the streets and stuff, Bourbon Street. But once you get down into the inner, like the restaurants and all that, like Pat O'Brien's, and the oyster houses and the steak houses, yeah. Now I would go back for that. Like I didn't go to Jackson Square. I didn't visit like where the old New Orleans Mint was. I'd like to go back, visit that and all, but I don't think that's going to happen.
You ever been around French Quarters or Garden District?
The French Quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in the French Quarters. At Bourbon Street and that area of St. Peter's, Canal Street. I rode the trolleys,
The Garden District.
Pass right in front of Fats Domino's house. Seen his house.
Oh.
No, Fats didn't live in the Ninth Ward.
He did, eh?
No, I mean not the house that I saw with the pink fence, picket fence around it and all that. He lived in a different area. He might have had another house in the Ninth Ward, but he didn't live in the Ninth. Okay, or 3 or 4. He was rich enough to own 3 or 4.
I found my trip.
Because I remember the train, the trolley or whatever. It did. We got off. Me and the buddy of mine I went there with to bid on that house. We got off the train. We walked a few blocks, and there was Fats Domino's house. And then we walked a little further, and it was kind of paved with like bricks or whatever. And there had a few cars parked on each side of the road. And when we started walking a little further and further over, then before that, after we passed in front of Fats's house, we caught the other trolley. We had a transfer, little piece of paper called a transfer, I think. And we gave that to the driver, and we got on and went down some more blocks down, got off right there. I didn't know where I was. And we started walking, and the road started to be laid bricks. And, nice and, I mean, all level, not all potholes everywhere and all that.
Hey, you ever been around?
After a while, I noticed there was no cars parked on the side of the road, and people were walking in the street.
It was like New York, wasn't it?
And I look up at the street sign, and wow, we on Bourbon Street.
Rue Bourbon.
Yeah, Rue. That means road in French. Street.
Got a nice cigar factory over there.
Really?
Well, it's like a shop. You go in there and watch them people. They roll cigars, rolling them.
Wow.
And they have a room where they age their stuff at.
Okay.
They got one in Bourbon Street and one on around where Decatur Street, where that cathedral's at, St. Louis Cathedral. Hey, you been around? You seen the Garden District, yeah?
I might have
That's what
passed through there on the trolley. I'm pretty sure I passed through there on the trolley. Yeah.
That's where all the nice mansions at, pretty much.
Yeah, Briggs, Fats Domino's a newborn when I was a kid. Yeah, I was 19 at that time. Fats was a young lad then. Just started beating on the piano with his little fat fingers. So, and he was a fireman. He was actually going to be a fireman at that time, and that's how He was called Fats on Fire. You know, he caught a fire one time when he was a fireman. He caught fire, and they didn't have that good of fire uniforms back then. And actually, his coat, you know, uniform, his fire suit, the coat
Got on
part
fire.
wasn't that good, and he caught on fire. And that's not long after he made his Fats on Fire album. Yeah. So, all right. I'm gonna put this in
He was
here
great.
one more time, and we all gonna go give Polar Bear Ed a raid. So that link I just put in there, let's head out, y'all, and go check out Polar Bear Ed.
Or
And
there.
I want to thank everybody for coming in here tonight. What is that? Oh, he's live. He was live earlier when I first put his link in, and Mark and Sandy's up in there. So,
Hey, Boudreaux.
yes, sir.
Pierre is like French for Peter, right?
Jean Pierre. I don't know what Pierre. I guess. Yeah, like John is Ian, and you know, in Scottish or what have you. So I guess Pierre would be Peter because I don't. Well, they have Saint Peter. No, Pierre's not for Peter because they had Peter. Saint Peter, yeah, and it's not Saint Pierre. It's Saint Peter Street in New Orleans, and a lot of towns have Saint Peter Street. New Iberia has Saint Peter Street, and that's a one-way, you know, 2-lane one-way in New Iberia. And you come in the other way, I think that's St. Peter East and St. Peter West. You know, as long as we don't beat up on them, you don't want to beat St. Peter, no.
Yeah,
Well, we'll see everybody. We'll see everybody in Polar Bear Edge stream. Let's go ahead and, I guess if Cajun wants to go ahead and shut this down, we'll go ahead and head over there.
Yeah. All right.
That Domino
Appreciate
was
you.
quite a singer, wasn't he, Boudreaux?
Huh? What's that?
He was quite a performer, wasn't he, Fats Domino? He was great, wasn't he?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I grew up with his music. I grew up with his music. Sure
Blueberry
did.
Hill.
Oh yeah. Every record that he made, I've listened to. You know. Space Rangers, what's up, Tim? UFO, how you doing? All right, everybody, y'all check that link out. Y'all get it. I appreciate everybody coming in and visiting the live stream. I appreciate the super chats that we got. Well, that was one super chat, but that's all right. Appreciate that. And that's from Scott Kelly, Mr. Briggs himself. So, Quick Wrench, what's up? Man, we heading out to Polar Bear Edge. My 2 hours is up. 2 hours and 10 minutes is up. So, all right, everybody. We'll catch y'all later. We'll catch y'all in Edge. Remember, Cajun raid, please.
Bonsoir.
Right. Bonne nuit. Bonsoir. Hey, it's always good being north of the grass. Be safe. Stay that way. All right. And not a couillon. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. And we'll catch y'all later. Plutarch.
Talking about fats